What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios, deep behind the enemy lines. This is Raider Reaction. Thank you for taking some time with us, joining us for another edition of Raider Reaction. Joining me again, as he does every Sunday night, is Prime. Prime has been a ring announcer for professional MMA and boxing, PA announcer for professional soccer, play-by-play and color commentary for college basketball, play-by-play for college football, and again, we will be dropping back deep in the pocket and letting it fly league-wide as it is time for another edition of Goes to the Post with Prime and the Commish. Prime, what's up? Welcome back to Raider Reaction.
Thank you very much, Commish. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. It's been an active week in the NFL for being, nothing really going on, but it was active. The week before draft is usually dull and boring, but there was a little life.
Yeah, there's usually a little bit of silence right before the draft as teams are preparing, Not a whole lot of news to be had. Still waiting on some free agent news, and still, I think a lot of that stuff is going to get worked out here soon. But nonetheless, they're not making a lot of news right now. But there are a few things in the news, right?
Yes, absolutely. There are a few things in the news. First, let's touch on Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch has still not signed a deal with the Raiders. News is Marshawn Lynch had a $9 million salary in Seattle. He at least wants half of that salary, which is $4.5 million from Oakland. Oakland is only willing to give him $3 million. So right now they're at a $1.5 million impasse. Reggie said the deal has to be done before the draft, or they'll draft a running back most likely. I don't know what I think about this.
Well, I mean, it's only $1.5 million difference there. So I think they can probably meet somewhere close to that. And they have to remember also that the Seahawks are still going to be paying Marshawn if he comes back. No matter what, they think they owe him $9 million off the bat. So
yeah.
With that in consideration, Marshawn, he should get signed. I think with all the, the current environment, if you will, of Raider Nation, Marshawn is of a high priority for the head brass there,
You would think so. You would think so. And from what I gathered is that it was a nice meeting, that they seem to really like Marshawn, and I think Marshawn, I really think it's solely coming down to money right now, which is shocking that $1.5 million would be enough to keep you from coming out of retirement and not just, I don't know. It's
yeah, no. I think the Raiders, they'll put up, I think that $1.5 million is easily overcome. They'll definitely, he'll either sign for that or very, very close to that, maybe a half no off or something like that. But they're going to sign Marshawn Lynch. I think.
You think? I don't know. I'm going back and forth on this. As closer as it gets to the draft, I don't know. I keep going back and forth. I obviously want it to happen, but I don't know. I keep going back and forth. I want it to happen, and I'm losing optimism in it happening. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, there's been too much hype over it now. I mean, it's an expectation amongst the fans, and I don't think there'd be anything better besides, of course, Carr coming back healthy and strong.
Yeah.
And him handing the ball to Marshawn. I mean, oh my gosh. They say, a lot of people say the Raiders were just, a quarterback away from the Super Bowl last year. Not saying that they were necessarily going to win it, but they had a very good chance to get there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
So, I don't know. I think Marshawn will be the missing piece of the puzzle, stabilize the running game. That could have used some help, so.
For sure.
Anyway, I think they'll get it done.
Well, we will see. I wish I was as optimistic as you. I was optimistic more in the previous 2 weeks, but I'm starting to lose my optimism a little bit. So I hope you're right.
I did I said last week that they would get it done before the draft, so that's next week. So I would expect some news by Tuesday.
All right. Well, we'll see. A couple days yet, so we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in the news also, it's kind of sad that, well, I mean, it depends on how you look at it, but Aaron Hernandez committed suicide while in prison.
Yes.
And,
yes, he did.
boy, no one really saw that coming, and I kind of feel a little bit bad because I did make some jokes last week, you know, and to this day, if Aaron Hernandez was alive and free, he's still fantasy gold. But anyway,
yes.
Unfortunately, no, he hung himself in prison after actually being acquitted of the 2 murders that he probably committed anyway.
Which
But anyway,
seems strange. That seems really strange that, because I heard they were going to start coming after an appeal for the one he was already convicted of, and then he just got off of 2. It just seems like a strange circumstances to commit suicide after you just basically had a pretty big victory, you know, and then, I don't know, just seems strange.
He could have received some other news. I mean, he was already locked up for life without parole, and knowing that that is your destiny, that's your reality. You've got nothing more, nothing less than the rest of your life in these cement walls. You know, maybe that one victory was sort of worked in reverse in that it was a good victory, but it was also like a smack in the face on the reality that it doesn't really matter because he's locked up forever.
Yeah, I mean, and then the details of it that have come out in the past few days have been strange at best. I mean, he supposedly had John 3:16 written on his forehead. He had stigma markings on his body in red marker, and then now this latest strange supposed information about he left 3 suicide notes, one for his daughter, his woman, and for his prison lover. So I don't know, man. This is sounding like some TMZ stuff now, some Inquirer type nonsense. So I don't know what to think anymore. But it's getting strange.
Well, you know, times get hard in prison. I hear. I've never been there, but I imagine it gets pretty damn hard in prison.
He was there for 4 years. You know, I mean, he was there for 4 years. So yeah. So, I don't know. We should move on from that. There's cold nights. There's cold nights in the jail. Sometimes you just got to keep warm. You know, he is from up north, so.
How awkward can that get?
Yeah. All right. Moving on. Probably the biggest news, obviously, of the week was the NFL schedule came out. As the Raiders schedule looked, I was happy with the Raiders schedule. It was ranked one of the toughest schedules in the league, but I think as it plays out, I see where it could be primed for success. But I'm looking over the rest of the league as a whole. Anything that jumped out at you, Prime?
Well, you know, from the Raiders' perspective, that opening game on Thursday night between the Chiefs and the Patriots, that's a key game from the start for a lot of teams, including the Oakland Raiders. The Patriots have probably a pretty good chance of winning that game, but you know the Chiefs they play tough during the regular season. They've got a decent defense, and I guess you guys know them well. Raiders kind of rule them. So anyway, but nonetheless, if they lose that one, then it looks like the Raiders have the Houston.
The Texans?
No, not the Texans.
The Titans. We start out with the Titans, which I think is favorable. You go on the road to play Tennessee, that's favorable, and then you get to come home and play the Jets. That's a 2-0 start to the. I don't see how that's not a 2-0 start. And then you go into 2-0, and then you got to go play the Skins after you're 2-0, and the Skins are beatable. So all of a sudden you're 3-0, and now you're coming back across the country to play Denver. And that right there, I think, is the swing game of the beginning of the season. Because if they come back and beat Denver in Denver, they're possibly 4-0.
Yeah, but who knows knows what Denver is going to look like, too. I mean, there's no guarantee that they're going to be a good, solid team next year.
No, I agree. They're gonna have a solid defense. They're gonna have a solid defense, but their quarterback position is such a. I mean, is it Simeon? I mean, are you going with Paxton? I mean, I don't know. Neither one's anything special. So I don't know. They got a good defense, and I think the Raiders would. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I think the Raiders would have swept them last year if they wouldn't have. If it wasn't for playing the last game of the season against Denver without Derek Carr. Because the first game we beat him up pretty good, and I think we would have had him the second game too.
I do have to take a look at Week 4. It's the end of the first quarter of the season.
Yeah.
There are some pretty key matchups. Some notably, of course, that Raiders-Broncos.
Oh, for sure. That's going to be a big one.
Yeah, and there's also the Panthers play the Patriots there. Little rematch. I don't know.
I don't know what I think about the Patriots this season. I mean, obviously I hate them with every ounce of blood and passion in my body. Can't stand them, but you know, analytically, they're the defending champions. So you got to take them for what they are. And you know, are they going to fall off this season? I mean, I see right now, the two of the big powers are the Raiders and the Patriots. Everybody was looking for that matchup in the playoffs last season, and then with the Raiders, with Carr going down, it didn't happen. And I think that's part of the reason the Patriots had such an easy run to the playoffs. I mean, they had to beat Houston, and you know, they just didn't have a very tough road.
Absolutely. But they also have, which I reluctantly say, the best quarterback ever.
No, it makes me sick to say, too.
He's good. I don't even like the Patriots. I have no love for Tom Brady, but after last season, the Super Bowl...
Subtadilla, Raider Nation.
400 and some odd, 480 yards or so in the Super Bowl. Man, alive on a stick. That guy's good.
But you know, he benefits from being in the crappiest division in the league. I mean, you got 2 games against the Jets, the Bills, and the best competition you have every season is the frickin' Dolphins, who are hit or miss every season. So that's damn near 5 or 6 wins that you can give them every season without even playing out of their division. I hate them so much.
Dominican Sue stepped on his hand.
Hate them so much. I hate them so much. Son of a bitch. But god damn it, he's good.
Yeah.
He is good, though.
I don't want to talk about him. You know what's even better? What's even better is the draft is coming up.
Yes.
The NFL draft.
That's right. New players are born.
There's running backs and quarterbacks and defensive linemen and D-backs. This draft is so deep at so many positions.
Yeah, this draft is going to be, man. You can get some building blocks for a lot of different positions. It's a very strong defensive draft across the board, and it's a very strong running back draft as well.
Absolutely.
Overall,
I have to look at.
Go ahead.
I have to look at one that a lot of people aren't really paying attention to. His name is Joe Mixon, and he's a running back who got in a little bit of trouble at one point in time, and it was a while ago. I think like his junior season.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, a lot of teams are going to look over him, and I think he's going to come in and make a little bit of noise in the NFL.
Well, supposedly, the rumor is the Raiders are high on Joe Mixon, and that Mark Davis has already signed off and given his approval to draft Joe Mixon if Reggie and Jack see fit. So apparently, they're okay with him, which is an interesting, twist there since you bring up Joe Mixon. Obviously, I'd like to see Fournette drop down to the Raiders, but I just don't think he's going to drop that far. I see him going in. I see him going at number 2, probably right behind Miles, who's going to go number 1 probably to Cleveland, Myles Garrett. So
yeah, Cleveland, man, I feel sorry for all the NFL rookies to be and their potential to be drafted by Cleveland.
Yeah,
and a bunch of picks too, which is scary.
Yeah,
But,
it's having to end up a Brown. That's a crappy way to. So you know, if you play pee-wee football all the way through middle school, all the way through high school, all the way through college to end up a Brown. That's nobody's dream. So that just sucks.
So,
but
there's a lot of running backs. You got Leonard Fournette, but Dalvin Cook is making a lot of noise. And, you know, I'm really interested to see what Christian McCaffrey does. He could be like something like a Reggie Bush or something like that.
I am too. He's very multi-purpose. And, you know, there's been rumors the Raiders were a little high on him too, but I don't think he fits well with our team because we've already kind of got guys like him. But on the right team, that guy could be good. He's definitely like a Reggie Bush type. Like a Darren Sproles kind of guy. Somebody you can use all over. I mean, the quarterbacks, there's been a lot of talk too about the quarterbacks in this draft and who's going to be the first quarterback. You got, you know, Deshaun Watson and Trubisky seem to be the two that everybody's talking about. But
Deshaun Kaiser is making a little noise out of Notre Dame.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
You know, I don't know if you watched the national championship game last year, but Deshaun Watson is a stud.
The national championship game was here last year, so I did watch it. I did watch it.
Right on.
So,
man. So I'm looking forward to it. You know, I'm checking out my prospects for my keeper league that I'm in, and yeah.
Yes, so am I. Yes, I'm getting my draft board ready for Hardcore Challenge this season. Absolutely. Can't wait.
And one thing we have to touch on that we talked about last week was Eli Manning.
Yes.
Yeah, he had his retort.
He did. He was pissed. He was pissed too. As pissed as Eli gets, anyway.
It's kind of funny because Eli Manning, he's one of those guys that smiles when he's really mad.
Yeah.
You know? he's like literally has this grin on his face. And it's like a half smirk, almost grin thing, and but he's really angry. So,
yeah, you can tell he was mad. He was genuinely pissed, but that's just, I guess, as pissed as that guy gets. But that's not, I mean, it's not pissed when I get pissed, but I guess that was Eli pissed. And he vehemently denies it, that he had anything to do with it. But the guy that got that he says Eli handed it to him himself. So, you know, it wasn't like, hey, the equipment guy gave me some of the wrong shit. No, he said Eli gave it to him himself. So, it's, there's a, I don't know. It's kind of a BS story.
Good for him. I'm glad that he responded, and you know, I hope for the best. Though if it's a whole bunch of nothing.
I'm sure it is.
I don't really care for the off the field hoopla that goes on. With the NFL, everyone should just keep their nose clean and keep out of the news and be quiet, you know?
Yeah.
And if they are, but, you know, if they are making some kind of noise or something like that, then, I don't know, handle it like a man and then get out, you know? So,
yeah.
I don't know, Eli's a good guy. I'll give him that. Super Bowl champion, you know, part of the that family. The Mannings there. Anyway.
Yeah, they don't seem, I mean, I'm not a huge Manning fan or anything, but I mean, they seem like, it just seems like a stupid story. I mean, I don't know why, as rich as that guy is, he's going to be passing off fake memorabilia on purpose. There's got to be something more to it, so, but what have you. Well, I think that's about it for all the big topics in the NFL this week. I think we hit on everything, Prime. Well,
we knocked them all down. I think so. Not a whole lot going on.
No, draft's coming up.
I can't wait.
Draft's coming up. That's the biggest thing. Got draft first round on Thursday night, and then you got second and third on Friday, and then starting off Saturday with the fourth round. So, you know, Raider Nat, it'll be posted in a minute, and you can catch up. But so, you know, I think that's about it. So, Prime will be back with us again next Sunday for another edition of Ghost of the Post, where we drop back and go league-wide. So, Prime, thanks for joining us again.
Thanks for having me, Commish. And, yep, it's good to be on Raider Reaction. I love this Ghost of the Post segment, man. I think we're going to have a lot of fun during the regular season. I know that.
Oh, yeah. When we start getting some juicy topics, you know. Hey, if we can make some juice out of when there ain't nothing to juice, just think what we can do when there's actually stuff to juice. So,
yep.
All right, man.
Until it's dry.
You bet.
All right. Well, all right, Commish, I'm out. You have a good night. And, yeah, go Raiders.
Next Sunday, we'll be back with another edition of Ghost of the Post. Every Sunday night on Raider Reaction, we drop back, go deep, league-wide, touch on all the hot topics from around the league. We keep it silver and black on all the other episodes. But on this one, all the other stuff that happens in the league affects the Raider Nation too. So we got to touch on that stuff too. And Prime comes on, we give our own take on it, kick it back and forth like only we can do. So please tune in. Like I said, that is all for this edition of Raider Reaction. Remember, all of the webcasts from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios are archived on our YouTube page after they stream live. So go and subscribe to Hardcore Challenge Live Studio Webcast YouTube channel for future episodes. Check out all the archive flavor. It's in 2 playlists, Hardcore Challenge Live and Raider Reaction. You can always catch Raider Reaction live right here on Sunday nights, Tuesday nights, and Thursday nights at 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. 3 times a week. League flavor with Ghost of the Post with Commish and the Prime on Sunday nights, and then straight up Raider Reaction where we keep it silver and black every Tuesday and Thursday. Like the page, share the page, grow the audience. This week we will be having prize pack drawings. We're almost to 100 likes on the page. If we get to 200, we'll be doing a double prize pack drawing. So 2 people will get a win. All you gotta do is be listed on the likes on the page, and you are eligible. So if we can hit 200 for the end of the week, probably do it on the Thursday show. Do a little prize pack drawing. Share some love with the audience. Like I said, that is all we got for this edition of Raider Reaction. I hope you enjoyed Ghost of the Post with Prime and the Commish. We break it down league-wide every Sunday. I'll see you back Tuesday with some straight silver and black flavor. It's an exciting time to be a Raider. Peace, love, Raider Nation.